Hey, sweeties, tell me why it's starting to feel like fan service has become a full-time job. Like, I'm watching a live and suddenly someone's hand is sliding around someone's waist like it's a competition, and I'm just there blinking. Like, was this in the script? Or are we deep in bonus content no one asked for? Don't get me wrong, I love a little playful moment, that cute energy, the shared glances. It keeps the fandom buzzing and gives us something to giggle over at 2 a.m. It adds to the charm, and sometimes it really does feel like we're being fed. We've all had those moments where we're like, wait, did you see the way he looked at him? And let's be honest, we live for it. It's part of the fun of loving BL. But lately, it's starting to feel like the whole thing is being milked a bit too hard. It's not just the usual chemistry or the little surprises we used to enjoy. Now it's like a checklist. Touch here, stare here, whisper something flirty there, and boom, we're supposed to go wild. Some of these boys don't even need all this extra performance. They've already won our hearts. We'd still scream for them if they stood 2 feet apart and just breathed in sync. Their fans are loyal. Their popularity is already solid, so why the pressure to keep doing more? It's starting to cross that line where instead of feeling cute, it feels manufactured. And I'm not blaming the actors. Most times you can tell they're just doing what's expected of them. You see it in their eyes sometimes, that little flicker of here we go again. It's like fan service has become a scripted scene of its own, separate from the series, separate from their real selves. So today, we're going there. We're talking about the unspoken cost of overdone fan service in Thai BL. And baby, it's not all peaches and sparkles. From the pressure it puts on actors to how it affects the fandom and even the industry as a whole, there's a lot to unpack, and no, I'm not here to kill the fun or say that fan service should disappear completely, but I am here to ask why it's become so constant, even with actors who don't need it anymore to stay relevant. Because yes, fan service can be cute, it can be flirty, fun, and full of those heart-thumping moments that keep us hooked, but when it starts to feel like a strategy instead of something genuine, we need to ask, who's really benefiting and who's being drained? So if you've ever watched a clip and felt a weird secondhand cringe, or you caught yourself side-eyeing your screen like, why are we still doing this? Then you're not alone, and you're definitely in the right place. Let's break it all down, sweeties. Because at this point, fan service isn't just a moment, it's a whole performance. And today, we're pulling back the curtain. All right, sweeties, we've laughed, we've screamed, and let's be real, some of us have had full-blown identity crises watching some of this fan service. Like 1 minute you're enjoying a panel, and the next minute you're questioning your entire sense of reality because someone decided to feed their co-star a grape like it's their wedding night. What is going on? Before we get into all the why are they doing this and the did he really just say that on stage, let's quickly talk about what too much fan service even looks like. Because yeah, forehead kisses are cute and all, but when it starts to feel like we're watching a live audition for BL the Honeymoon Edition, it's giving a bit much. It's giving, we get it, now blink twice if you need a break. So what exactly is overdone fan service? Now, hold up. I'm not trying to be the affection police. I'm not here to confiscate anyone's hard eyes or cancel the cheek pinches. If the boys are genuinely close, being playful, vibing naturally, we love that for them. We eat it up. Give me that chaos energy. Give me that comfort level. But when it starts to feel like they're working overtime just to serve ship crumbs, that's when my eyebrow starts doing gymnastics. Not a lift, a full routine. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Those hugs that look more like a wrestling match than affection, or those never-ending feeding games that should have retired like 3 series ago. Not every meal needs to be a romantic reenactment. And the worst part? When you just know it's not even them. It's the fan service machine pulling the strings behind the scenes, the way it tries to blur the line between real and real so aggressively. It gives you mental whiplash. Like, sweetie, I love, but I also love boundaries. And babes, your series wrapped up, 6 months ago? Why are you still out here acting like you're competing for most married couple at the BL Awards? Give it a rest. And let's not act brand new. We've all seen that one moment. The moment where the smile doesn't quite reach their eyes, but they're still whispering sweet nothings like their paycheck depends on it. Because sometimes it does. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if they play rock, paper, scissors backstage to decide who has to fake a nose kiss today. Like, sweetie, we already adore you. You don't have to reenact your love confession from episode 12 on stage every single weekend. Rest your forehead. The kiss quota is full. Okay, sweeties, so we already talked about what too much fan service looks like. Now, the real question is, why? Like, seriously, why are our already famous, already loved BL boys out here doing full-on romantic musicals on stage? You're already on billboards, your face is on skincare, snacks, probably someone's wallpaper too. Do you really need to do the forehead touch and hand-holding 101 every time you breathe near each other? Let's be honest, this thing ain't always about love, babes. It's about business. A lot of what we see, it's not just, cute, it's contract-approved cute. That shared drink moment probably written in their schedule. That suspiciously long stare at a fan meet? Not spontaneous. That's agency-approved make the fans scream time. Money talks. And these ships, oh honey, they don't just sail for fun. They sail for brand deals, sold-out events, and luxury cars. You think they're being romantic just for us? No, sweetie, they're also doing it for that next bag. You want your BL favs as leads again and not playing man with fruit basket number 2? Fan service is part of the hustle. And don't forget, BL right now is more competitive than a GMMTV casting call. Every week there's a new pairing dropping, selfies, and giving us accidental nose kisses. If your favs don't keep showing up and doing something extra, people move on fast. One day it's we love them, next day it's who's the new ship? They're so cute. Like, hello, can we not be so fast? But also, we the fans are part of the pressure too. Yes, I said it. Some of us are so delulu we need one heart emoji on IG before we start planning their wedding color palette. And when they don't do fan service, some fans act like the whole ship sank. So of course, the boys feel like they gotta keep feeding us crumbs, or full buffet sometimes just to keep the peace. And let's not forget the agencies. Those guys are the real masterminds. They don't just manage actors, they manage ships. If your fave actor's out here looking all boyfriendy, trust me, someone in the office is probably checking it off a marketing checklist. And half the time, the boys are just left to figure it out on their own. Like, just keep acting cute, don't ask questions. So yeah, next time you're screaming at a clip and wondering, is this real? Just remember it might be love or it might be a very well-paid performance. Or both. We don't know anymore. Anyway, what do you all think? Have you ever watched a moment and thought, okay, that was for the fans, but why did I feel single after that? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I'll be reading them while clutching my photo book and pretending I'm fine. All right, sweeties, now I want to talk about the part that actually makes me feel low-key bad for these boys. Because while we're out here soaking in every heart-thumping moment, all that sweet, extra, never-ending fan service, it's not free, and sometimes the price is way too high. The oh no sweetie side of all this mess. You know that feeling when you want cake so bad, but then you eat too much and suddenly you're regretting every bite? That's what this feels like. We love the soft stares, the flirty interviews, the random couple games, but imagine living like that 24/7. That constant we're in love performance doesn't stop when the camera does. And sweeties, that's exhausting. These boys are human. They need time to just be. But instead, they've got to keep acting like they're one step away from a proposal, even when they're just trying to breathe or grab lunch. Imagine having to play the boyfriend role with your co-star, even off-set, at fan events, press cons, Instagram lives. Like, babe, can he live? That's pressure no one asked for. And then there's the privacy situation, or should I say, the lack of it. How are they supposed to form real relationships when every move they make is being dissected by shippers with a magnifying glass? One wrong glance and Twitter's already cooked up a conspiracy theory. And don't even get me started on the harassment that happens when they're spotted with someone who isn't their on-screen partner. Like, chill. Then comes the typecasting mess. Some of these guys can act their hearts out like they've got range. But the industry's like, nope. Stay cute and stay shippable. Honey, he could be playing a detective, a villain, a grandpa, for all I care. Let the man show his chops. Instead, he's stuck feeding cake to the same co-star for the third year straight. Free him. Now let's talk us. The fandom. I know, we love the ships, we love the crumbs, but sometimes we take it too far when the lines between what's real and what's just promo blur too much. That's when things turn toxic. Suddenly, people are fighting over what's real, bashing other actors, and acting like the boys owe us some real-life romance. And when reality hits and that illusion breaks, chaos. Full-on chaos. And for what? And then there's that very awkward thing the industry doesn't like to talk about, queer baiting. Let's be honest, not all of these actors are queer, but when they're constantly pushed to act like a couple for fan service, without real rep or depth, it starts to feel less like love and more like a marketing strategy. It's like, are we supporting real stories or just being sold a fantasy? So yeah, that kiss on stage might have made your heart do a backflip, but we've got to start asking, what's the real cost? These aren't characters. They're real people trying to make a career, protect their peace, and still give fans what they love. So what do you think, sweeties? Have you noticed your fave actors looking tired or a little off during all this fan service chaos? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I'm nosy. I want to know. Whew, sweeties. We've really been through it today, huh? From laughing at the fan service that made us clutch our pearls, to realizing some of it is basically scheduled romance, to then sitting with the heavy stuff, like the pressure, the burnout, the blurred lines. Yeah, it's a lot. My heart's still recovering, not gonna lie. So now the big question. What do we do with all of this? Are we supposed to stop enjoying BL? Stop screaming over ships? Absolutely not, babe. Let's not be dramatic. But I do think it's time we start shifting the way we engage with it. Like, maybe it's time we level up as fans a little. Here's the thing. Loving our boys shouldn't cost them peace of mind or us our sanity, period. This isn't about canceling fan service or telling people not to squeal over cute moments. Please, I will still pause a video to replay a pinky touch 5 times if it feels spicy enough. But at the same time, I want to enjoy it with my eyes open, not through Delulu colored glasses. Let's call it grown-up fangirling, or grown-up fanboying, or grown-up fan whatevering. Basically, enjoy the ships, adore the chemistry, but don't lose the plot. Fan service is part of the showbiz machine. And we can love the show without acting like these boys owe us a wedding announcement just because they stared at each other for 3 seconds at a fan meet. And to the industry, yes, I'm looking at you, Thai BL world. It's time to do better too. If you're going to keep using ships to sell out concerts and sell skincare, then maybe, just maybe, start protecting the boys behind the brand. Give them proper breaks, let them say no sometimes, and for the love of all things sacred, let them do something outside of BL too. These boys got range. Don't box them in forever just because they once looked cute feeding each other cake. At the end of the day, it's all about balance. We can scream over our ships and still respect their real lives. We can love the fantasy without demanding it become our reality, and the industry can keep the magic alive without burning the people behind it to the ground. So tell me, sweeties, where do you stand in all this? Do you ever find yourself getting a little too deep in the ship life? Have you seen moments where it felt like a line was crossed, either by fans or the industry? Let's be real. In the comments, drop your thoughts, your rants, your ugh, I've been there moments. I'm reading everything while side-eyeing my own photo card collection. Like, am I part of the problem? Let's chat. All right, sweeties, that's it from me today. Thanks for sticking around and chatting with me about all this. I know it was a lot, but I'm really glad we talked about it. Let's keep loving our faves, but also remembering they're real people too. Can't wait to hear your thoughts in the comments. See you there.